Welcome to Talking Comics, where we are bagged, boarded, and pre-recorded. I'm Ryan.
I'm Sean. Well, isn't that special? Oh my god. Here we are.
Hello. How's it going? So, gosh, I don't know. I'm super tired today.
I am a little tired myself.
I've had like zero caffeine today.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like tired, but like not like sleepy tired. I'm just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's all this
motivation-
humidity we've been having.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Sucks the energy right out of me.
I'm sweating in places I did not realize I had places.
You got a lot of places, big man.
I do.
Not as many though. Been losing weight,
Thank you.
keeping on your
Is it noticeable?
a little bit.
Thank you.
You look a
Thank
little
you.
healthier.
Thank you. I'm trying. Well, I'm not really. I'm just. What the?
It's really funny because like guys, we're just like we just cut one thing out of our life, instant weight loss. Women, they cut everything out and they're like, I lost 5 pounds.
It is without.
We're like, I lost 30.
Yeah. That's the thing. Guys could like drop weight like that, And trust me, this has been a conversation with my wife and I, and she just looks at me like, I'm taking out that life insurance policy, and I'm going to kill you.
So we have one main topic today.
Yes.
The long-awaited Defenders Netflix series.
Boom, boom, boom.
So here's our lineup for this team. Jessica Jones, Alias, Matt Murdock, Daredevil, Danny Rand, Iron Fist, Luke Cage.
Power Man. Power Man.
I prefer Luke Cage.
You ladies want to go get coffee with him?
Oh yeah, I want that Power Man coffee.
Oh my God, yes. Now, we had talked about this briefly before it came out.
Yeah.
And I had a buddy. Remember, I told you they had screened the first 3 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, at San Diego.
Not even. The way he put it, it was like it just seemed like for the less, I guess, overall, because I still no pun intended, defend the first season of Iron Fist.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Like, I'm still gonna be wearing my Iron Fist hat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wearing it loud and proud. These over critiquings of it and these claims of whitewashing Danny Rand.
Oh no.
Aren't gonna affect me. I'm still an Iron Fist fan,
especially
after this.
Because this is what I had here. I mean, this is what the overall trolls.
Yeah,
I hate trolls. This is what
you
pretty
are
much
a troll.
They gave. I'm trying. Apparently, I'm doing it all wrong. But here's what I gave it. That. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But the only reason I put this up is because I go with my girl. Double J.
Sean may be playing favorites a little bit.
Oh, she can outdrink me.
Not by much. So,
superpower.
I want to, before we get into the actual like story and synopsis that we'll give and our opinions on it,
excuse me.
My computer's making sounds. Hopefully you guys probably didn't hear it. I'm going to talk about the original Defenders for a minute. Let's compare heroes here. So the original Defenders, you're more familiar with when they came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did they come out? The 80s? The 60s?
It
was the 80s.
No, it was, I want to say Defenders came out, well, we've had Mr. Alan Ray who did Iron Man and Power Fist. Remember we met him? Wandered in just randomly. Defenders was 78. I
78.
want to say 70. A year before, because I just was talking about a Man-Thing comic, which came out in 79. So, yeah, 78.
So late
yeah.
70s,
Yeah.
early 80s.
Exactly.
And here's the original lineup. There's quite a big difference between what the original Defenders team was made of and what the current Defenders team is made of. Let's start from the top. Doctor Strange.
I knew it. A lot of you're going for missed opportunities here.
The Hulk.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer. And Namor. Those are 4 of the most powerful characters in Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's compare them. I'm not saying which is better. I love them. I love the current Defenders. Don't get me wrong. They're 4 of my favorite characters. But in sheer power difference, let's compare it. Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. Luke Cage is very strong, and so is Jessica Jones. But the originals have the Hulk and Namor.
Yeah.
Namor, basically the first mutant.
First anti-hero.
First anti-hero.
First.
He is a badass motherfucker.
The original that no one's really heard of at this point in time.
And he is super powerful. Like, back in his heyday, like, stupid powerful. Like, Superman, basically.
Pretty much.
He could breathe underwater. Couldn't he fly?
He would... The equivalent of... You ever see those, like, big game fishermen that go out there and they have those big bluefin swordfish?
Yeah.
And you see them, they're like, oh my god, it takes like 9 of them to reel the thing in. You see it jump out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Or you see those great whites that come up and they jump. Picture that, but like a million times over.
Yeah.
As far as the glide, more of a glide. Kind of like the Hulk doesn't fly, but he can jump.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones could do the same thing. You know, but
Well, in comics, and originally, she could fly.
yeah.
And Daredevil, he's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but compared to these other characters, he's not that big a deal. I mean, Silver Surfer is a superpowered cosmic entity. I can see with sound. I can blow up a world. Not a very big comparison there.
I would say forget the powers. I mean, for me personally, as just the writing part of it, the character development alone is more intriguing. And we're not discrediting the Avengers now, because, I mean, they're great too. Or Defenders, what did I say?
Avengers.
Defenders. Why? They're not Avengers.
I mean, it's easy to confuse them because they're always talking about avenging and revenging. Yeah, I'm not discrediting these current ones. I like them way more. I'm just saying, like, this is the original team was like a super badass, powerful team.
But that alone, it's kind of like with comics and stuff, you can get away with a lot more than like a Netflix series. You know what I mean?
But it's just I found it interesting how like vastly different the current Defenders are versus the original.
It's and I did watching that show, that series, for all 8 episodes. I did, like, I even looked at my wife at one time because she loves it too.
Mm-hmm.
I go, why don't we just take out like little moments, scenes in the series, take out the Defenders and put in the Avengers? How long do you think? Not even an episode.
Yeah. So the original, basically, what I'm saying is the original Defenders team. They served the same purpose, but on a much more powerful level, and I don't quite understand why the basically 4 gods
were
good point created this team of Defenders that were from what I understand, is like more of a street level to mid level. Like,
Well, you go back. I mean, Avengers at one point in time, or interaction with the Fantastic Four. And this is in the books.
mm-hmm.
Each one of them had interaction and then a little bit of dismay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say banishment, but like it's like, okay, this ain't working out type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go find something else.
Yeah.
It's like working for a big Fortune 500 company. And then going, you know what, this ain't working out. I'm more comfortable working at the 7-Eleven
Yeah.
down the street.
Kind of like Matt Murdock and Foggy Nelson being like, yeah, we could work for this big company, but
Exactly.
we kind of want to do our own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Netflix series is fantastic. I definitely am gonna look forward to when the comic run that's going on right now. That's the same team gets to trade paperback status, and I can get that.
And we talked about that before.
So where to begin on this Netflix series?
Oh.
I was a little disappointed at it being only 8 episodes when I first started watching it.
That is the only thing, hands down, right now that I saw wrong
Yeah.
with this whole series. It's only 8!
Like, once you actually start watching it, you kind of, at least until the very end, when you're like, I wish there was more.
Yeah.
At the very end of the last episode, you're like, but I want to keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
That and at the very beginning are the only times you'll be disappointed in the 8 episodes, because it seems like they put a lot more time and effort into each episode, at least in the middle to latter part. Those first episodes were a little too, I don't want to say whiny, but
Which one?
the first like couple.
It was... I think it's someone... It wasn't really geared towards someone like me and you. Where you're like, all right, here we go. I can't wait. I've been, blah, 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 And it's like, all right, get on with it. Because it was more... They do the slow introduction.
Yeah.
They're teasing. It's like, oh, they're coming together. No,
Mm-hmm.
they're not. Oh, here they come. No, they're not. Oh, they're going to meet. No, they're not. And then the end of episode 2. We got 2.
Yeah.
Probably not on the best of terms, but they met. Which wasn't as bad as my buddy made it out to be.
Like, I was under the, like, people were like, yeah, Luke Cage kicked Iron Fist's ass. I'm like, no, it was a fair fight.
Yeah. And then episode 3, remember, when do you see Luke Cage put ice on his chin?
Yeah.
Oh, and again, Rosario Dawson sells the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah. There was this part much, much later in it. You know us, we're always jumping around. But Rosario Dawson's character is saying to, what was the daughter of the dragon chick?
Oh, Colleen.
Colleen
Wayne.
She was saying to Colleen, you're the foundation of this group. I'm like, the fuck she is? You're the foundation of this group.
That's kind of what I said too when I was watching it. I'm like, all right. But I'm like, okay, you're the foundation, that's fine, but you're the Phil Coulson of this group.
Yeah.
I mean, old Agent Coulson has been, the bridge between all the Marvel movies. Yeah. She has been the one. Claire the Night Nurse.
As good and as great and action-packed as the first season of Daredevil was, it kind of set this precedent in my mind that I expect the rest of the series to be similar. So whenever it starts out really slow like that, there's a momentary lapse of hesitation in me where I'm like,
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I get excited because I go, okay, yeah, I see what they're doing, but then I get like all giddy inside because I know some shit's coming. And they do love their once again their hallway fight scenes, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But now you got all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. I need to go back through. I'm gonna probably go back and like start rewatching all the series again.
I've watched it twice.
So I was also under the impression there was supposed to be some Punisher action.
So was I.
I feel a little a little misled because there was no Punisher.
Oh, but
You're like, was there? Was there not really? No, there wasn't.
was that not the first? But that was the first, not a Marvel movie, but a Marvel Netflix series that had the in-credit teaser trailer. Did you see that?
There wasn't.
The Punisher one.
Uh-uh.
Oh, you didn't stick around for that?
No, it's Netflix. As soon as it hits the credits, it's like, all right, we're done.
Oh, check this out. I've watched this. I think I've watched it to the point where I've kind of committed it to memory. It shows the shadowy figure at the end of the Defenders, and he's doing a voiceover, and he's reflecting back from his life. You know, it's like, and you guys listening can totally. It's online. You can Google this trailer. And it's John Bernthal's voice, and he's like, "You can only die once, so they told me. You can come and get your penance. There are angels, there are devils. This time around, the devil's coming, and he's coming to collect." And they're showing like little snippets of stuff, like throughout his life, his family, lots of stuff when he was military. I'm not quoting that, exactly, but I watched this over and over and over again, and I did see a certain someone that, if you're familiar with Punisher comics like I am, I'm pretty sure anybody knows the character William Rollins.
I'm not familiar.
William Rollins was a huge baddie in the Punisher comics. Punisher Max, Garth Ennis, preacher guy.
Yeah.
When he was doing it, he was like a CIA agent that had a falling out or just didn't get along with Frank Castle when they served. Come to find out, he was corrupt, had a lot of mafia ties.
Yeah.
He had an eye patch. Okay, and this one got the little still photo here. It's a still shot of the trailer. Not so much the eye. But I'm just guesstimating at this point.
Yeah.
That's got to be because it showed a lot of like soldiers pulling John Bernthal off him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just quick. I mean, the whole trailer is like 30 seconds. So, I mean, for me to get this picture, I was like, I've watched it a pretty few times.
And now. No.
But it shows
And
it
now.
both. Yeah. But it shows, it cuts back and forth with like little flashbacks and his voiceover. And it shows the shadowy figure, which is obviously him.
Yeah.
And he's got this sledgehammer. No, he did, Ryan, before you asked, he did not say, "Let me ask you something."
Are you sure?
I'm positive. But it ends, I mean, he's got this sledgehammer and he's pounding on the ground. He's pounding on the ground. And when it's done, it ends with that.
Nice.
And then it says, but they didn't do a date. I'm guesstimating. I'm November. It's got to be this November.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's even they've released a still shot of this season. It's wrapped. It was wrapped in April.
Yeah, because I was going to say, we knew it was at least in the middle or it started filming this time last year.
Yeah. I mean, they wasted no time, especially after his John Bernthal's showing in Daredevil Season 2. Here, they've released the first picture. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but here you go. In full
Nice.
outfit. No, I'm not looking at his bulge. But
Are you sure?
I did have a bulge similar when I saw this picture. There he is.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Is that not everything you ever wanted right there? Just, oh, fuck. I can't wait for this. I cannot wait. And I agree with you. You're totally right. I wanted to see, I mean, just a moment. One episode where he just shows up. Defenders are getting, like, one of the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
In Defenders. That'd be inspiring. I'm like, this would be a good time for a Punisher to show up.
I know. I was just like,
Show me the Punisher.
like I was half expecting like them to be like, all right, we got to take this building down. And Daredevil's like, well, I used to know a guy.
Yeah.
And he just like kicks in the door, like a killer guitar solo starts playing.
You know what I was thinking? You know what I know, because they did the rap music and everything, which was kind of cool. It gave me chills and everything. Like the first, the first scene with the Heroes for Hire together, which I thought was fucking awesome. But like the last 2 episodes when they were at the in the building, and like all the blackouts, and they kept shooting around with all the people, the reactions and everything,
Yeah.
and like all the police reports and the thing. I'm like, you know who else is listening? This would be a good time. I'm like a game show host. Show me the Punisher.
You know, also, while we're on this issue of light in New York, evidently I learned from watching this, 1 out of every 10 light bulbs in New York flickers. There were so many flickering light bulbs in this. Like, I'm surprised I didn't start to seize.
Well, yeah, there is. I remember hearing the story.
I was like, don't these buildings have superintendents?
Multiple. It's still not enough. Because the way it was, oh God, what's the story? What that I'll say that for another time. But
Welcome to the Architecture Podcast.
yeah, I know, right? I don't want to. It's like, hey, watch Defenders. They show you how to implode a building. What about some of the your favorite moments from, without spoiling too much? I stayed up too late watching Defenders.
Yeah,
I can't talk about it.
I literally watched all 8 episodes last night, so that's part of why I'm so tired today.
I feel your pain, sir. I did it the first time, and then I went back and watched it again sporadically.
I can't really pick a single moment. The hallway fight scene was pretty great.
Jessica Jones, I still maintain. Ask me
Actually,
anything. Jessica Jones she's MVP. That's what I put.
I'd probably say it was that last fight scene in the cave. That was probably my favorite.
It's pretty dope. And they set up for, again, we can make this like non-spoilery. We haven't spoiled anything yet, right?
Not anything. I mean, we spoiled the fact that the Punisher's not in it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's Defenders, not Marvel Knights. Oh, that's another comic book reference. We'll talk about that on another one. But they totally set up for, again, another book reference, which I have at the shop. Born Again. I mean, Defenders, at the end of it, sets up for Daredevil Season 3.
Yeah.
Which, again, is also done filming. And they're in the middle of filming Jessica Jones Season 2 and Luke Cage Season 2.
Nice.
So,
since we're trying not to spoil it just yet, at least, I don't want to talk about what I want to see in the near future just yet, because what I'd talk about would be complete spoiler territory.
yeah.
I mean, the series is pretty new, and I know some people are like me who get to things a little late.
We want to do our usual thing, just kind of give it some time.
Yeah, we'll give it a little
and
time.
And then we'll do a spoiler one.
Yeah, we'll do a full spoiler review here in the near future.
Yeah.
We'll
quote lines, talk about scenes, laugh, hate.
I can quote a line without it being a spoiler. I'm the immortal Iron Fist. What?
That sounds so stupid. You grab me like that again, I'll punch you so hard you'll see. Hands down, that's the thing that I'm like.
So, gosh, without spoiling too much, watch it.
Did we spoil? I thought we just like enticed people.
I know. We're not spoiling.
We're not.
It's like it's hard to talk about.
We want to
without spoiling
yeah.
it too much. I mean, it only came out like 5 days ago.
I know, right?
So like some people, like I wasn't able to watch them until last night because I've been working, and I knew that I was gonna binge watch it.
Glad you did, because this podcast I was planning on it going a whole different direction.
And
biting my tongue a lot.
So, yeah, definitely give it a watch. Highly recommended. And if you don't like Iron Fist, I'll fight you over it.
That's right.
You think because a guy reads some comics, he won't start some shit?
He is. Ryan is a huge Iron Fist fan. I can atone for that because I call him Iron Fist, but that was that one awkward time I walked in unannounced. It's a whole different story.
Sean won't look me in the eyes anymore.
I won't. Look me in the eye. No, but they totally I mean,
yeah.
Any of you haters for that season of Iron Fist,
he gets his redemption.
oh, tenfold.
Yes.
Tenfold.
So I think that's all we can really say about that without spoiling too much.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm going to talk briefly about what's coming up here real soon. Rose City Comic Con.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, I'll be going to that. I'm going to be there all 3 days.
I will be there no days.
Yeah.
No, I'm missing this one this year.
A lot of people are. Garrett's not even going.
I know.
He goes to every Comic Con.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Oh, I'm right up there with him.
It,
Me and my punching bag are not going to be there.
he goes Rocky. He goes as the punching bag.
He goes as the meat. The meat.
Yeah, like if I hadn't already asked for all the days off, if I could go back, I'd probably only get like a 2-day pass or something. Because it's not that, like, there's not that many great people showing up this year. Like, in comparative to, like, last year.
You promised me. You got a question for a certain somebody who's going to be there.
Oh, yeah. Burt Ward is supposed to be there.
Oh.
If I get the chance to talk to him, I'm going to ask him if he's going to become interim mayor for Quahog. For those uneducated, Burt Ward is 66 Robin.
Inspired me to get my legs. I'm still working on it.
He's still working on them Robin legs.
Still working on it. Tell him that too.
We're bringing it back. I'll just be like, hey, Mr. Ward, could you listen to this podcast? You really inspired a friend of mine in his younger days.
He was but a wee lad, uneducated in the art of hosiery. He did not. He was ignorant to their existence.
But so Adam West, may he rest in peace, was 66 Batman, and he was also the mayor of Quahog. So we're thinking Burt Ward, his ward,
that would be
should take over for him.
Yes. And what did you say? Because I was like, oh, wouldn't it be awesome if... we were talking about this off air.
Yeah.
Like, once upon a time, like, when we first heard Adam West passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, shit. Wouldn't it be awesome if, like, after I got done wiping my tears and being a blubbering idiot. Folks, that was my Batman. All right? But, I'm like, oh, shit. Mayor of Quahog. I'm like, would it be awesome if they just, as a tribute or nod, they brought in Burt Ward as interim mayor? And... I think you were the one that said, yeah, Mayor West runs away with... Is he still married to Lois's sister? They just run away for whatever reason. I'm like, that's genius.
You know Lois's sister. She can't keep a marriage.
Like she kidnaps him or something.
Yeah. You won't leave me, West.
Yeah. Does the whole Fatal Attraction shit.
You know who else is going to be there? Weird Al Yankovic.
The fuck? Really?
Yeah, he's going to be there. I'm like, wow, they're really grasping at straws this year.
Wow.
I mean, they always have, like, 1 or 2 celebrities that you're like, really? Them? Like...
I saw them in concert one time.
The first Comic-Con I ever went to was a Wizard World.
Yeah.
And... What's that one Playboy centerfold? She's from Scappoose. I can't remember her name. Underwood? Sarah Jean Underwood? No? I don't think that's it. I don't know. But she was there, and I was like, yeah, she's a pretty lady, but,
she ain't got no cape or mask.
Yeah. She's not here dressed as Catwoman.
She ain't flying.
Why is there a Playboy centerfold here?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
It's like, yeah, there's a bunch of nerds here, but there's also a bunch of hot cosplay chicks that those nerds would much rather talk to.
Yeah.
They're not going to come and get a fucking $5 autograph from a Playboy centerfold they've never read. Who reads Playboy anyways?
I don't know. Look at the rack on Huntress over there. I'm going over here.
Yeah.
And she's got a crossbow.
That Comic-Con, I got a picture of with 2 beautiful ladies in tutus and Batgirl and Supergirl shirts on.
Yeah.
I much rather wanted to talk to them.
Right? Oh, it's great. Yeah, some of the... I mean,
last year...
Like, cosplay.
You're like cosplay. Then you see that one professional cosplay chick, and you're like, ooh, cosplay.
Well, I'm kind of a man of two minds. I know I've talked about this before. I'm like, because you know me personally,
Yeah.
how I am off air, but at the same time at the shop and everything, like how much I love like comics and the heroes they represent and everything. Like, you're this cosplay shit.
Get like full character. Don't
Have
like
no.
go outside and start smoking a cigarette
Yeah, don't.
dressed as Spider-Man.
With kids watching you,
Yeah.
and the boobs hanging out, and all that.
That's just
No.
accurate dressing, man.
Well, fair enough. But if you do it tastefully and right, I guess. But I'm like, but you're walking around with unlicensed material, and you can't be doing that. Hey, if we can't play certain music on our podcast, you can't be walking around.
You shut your whore mouth, sir. You shut your whore mouth.
I'm just saying, but you got to at the same time, you got to let the little kids look it up. And yeah, you're out there getting drunk, and you're partying, you're having a superhero themed party.
And that is exactly why I
don't
wish
like
I
it.
had the hair to cosplay
I don't like
as
it.
Constantine. I'd be in character.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Um,
But at the same time, I'm like, oh Jesus, look at that! Look, hey, Power Girl, what's going on?
like at Comic-Con last year, Sean was like, "Oh, there she is. Can't be Comic-Con without a Princess Leia slave."
Slave Leia. Yep, totally.
Last year, we were walking to like the 7-Eleven or something, and we were walking, and I saw this guy dressed as Winter Soldier peeing in an alley, smoking a cigarette.
See, yeah.
And I was like,
Winter
they
Soldier.
have bathrooms in there.
Winter Soldier. Remember, I'm like, bet you it's not even a menthol cigarette. That wintry taste.
Like, I'm gonna try and go as a Court of Owls. Because all I have to do is pull my suit out of my closet and throw on my mask.
You should utilize that, considering what I charged you for it. So. That'd be awesome. I want to get a picture of that. Fat man and the Talon.
So, let me know if you're gonna be there. I'd love to run into some fans. That'd be cool. Don't be too intimidated to come up and ask for an autograph. Shit, I'm wearing a mask. They won't know it's me. Oh wait, I don't record this with video. They don't know it's me. I'm just walking up people. Hey, are you bagged, boarded, and pre-recorded? No? Are you bagged, boarded, and pre-recorded? No? How about you? Yes? Cool. You don't want my autograph still? Alright, I'm gonna put this mask back on.
I dare you to do that, but instead of the Court of Owls mask, wear your Death of the Family mask.
Are you bagged, boarded, and pre-recorded?
I guarantee you don't go for all 3 days. Well, at least not at Comic-Con. Probably in jail, but...
The Preacher is gonna be there.
Howard Stark himself?
Yep.
Preacher?
I can't remember the actor's name, but I saw that he's supposed to be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'd be... Yeah. That was,
Vibe, he's gonna be there.
oh. Shit.
I would much prefer to meet Grant Gustin. But don't get me wrong, the guy that plays freaking... Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
Eobard Thawne?
No.
Reverse Flash?
Vibe.
Oh, Vibe. Yeah. Okay,
What?
yeah. I know who you're talking about. The Mexican kid.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, he's great.
I can't remember the actual character's name in the show all of a sudden.
Cisco.
Cisco, yes.
I'm sitting
He's gonna be there.
Fishing for the actor's name. Oh my God.
He's going to be there. I'd much rather, like, no offense to him, he's great, but I'd much rather meet Grant Gustin.
Well, come on.
But he goes to the big Comic-Cons, I'm sure. He's so famous now.
Yeah.
So, don't know what type of podcast we'll have going on, because I'll be there when the podcast that weekend airs.
What's the date?
It's the 9th through the 8th through the 10th, I think.
Next month, right? September?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks away. Yeah, the 8th through the 10th.
We got you want to plug put the rookies coming in for those Magic players?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we might do that if it's ready by then.
I'll make sure it's ready.
So, just should we make the announcement?
Do it.
We in the very near future will be having a Magic podcast. Not Harry Potter, not Harry Houdini, not Harry Dresden. Well, we do Harry Dresden on this one.
We do.
No, Magic the Gathering. We got a couple of guys from the shop, good friends of mine, that offered to host that for us. And I'm always happy for new material and whatnot.
We're being like Marvel Comics, folks. We're diversifying.
Yes, we've been pretty diverse from the get-go.
Well, no, it's not.
And basically, what we need to have happen is we need someone to fill up Jimmy's spot. They're about the same height.
Well, we found the two shortest and darkest guys
Yeah.
in this town.
We almost have a full black person.
I'm getting a visual right now. Stack
So-
them up. The long trench coat.
All right, so these two of friends of mine, Devin and Deshaun, they're
Avid Magic players.
avid Magic
Very,
players, and
very-
the joke I just made was racially influenced by the color of their skin. I don't do it out of a place of hate, but out of a place of love.
Oh yeah.
Trust me,
picture-
they give as good as they get.
And yeah, stay tuned
Especially
for that,
that
folks.
Devin.
Stay tuned for that.
Um,
They might teach you a thing or two for you new players, but then again, they might offend 8 or 9 at the same time. No, good guys, man.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to them. Come on board.
got some lofty ideas for that. So, stay tuned and wait for it if you're into Magic. If you want to get into Magic, they'll be talking about, their decks, what they like to use. Probably Sean will probably let them know, like, to talk about, like, new cards that are coming out.
They'll know before I do.
Yeah.
For some odd reason.
They're pretty on the ball with that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's probably gonna more or less, for the time being, take over like the real dummies spot, because Jimmy
He's a busy guy doing busy things.
making movies,
Yeah.
being the gopher for the movie makers.
We're over here talking about them funny books. He's over there making them funny pictures.
Sean's not a big fan of them talkies. He thinks they're gonna ruin motion pictures.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Totally hit me blind with that intro.
I miss Jimmy. Find the time, man. He doesn't listen to this shit.
Actually, he does.
He does?
It was the one time. Check it out. I haven't heard from him in a while. And, like, when I was on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
it was the one time I totally dialed out. The only time I was listening to messages was when it pertained to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wasn't on the internet. It wasn't on Facebook or anything. It was like a personal message.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, the moment he gets to himself,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Hey, I came by the shop. I was all ready to record everything. Are you not open?" I'm like, "I'm not even in town.
I'm not even in the state.
I'm not even in the state." I'm like, God damn it,
Damn it, Jimmy.
Jimmy!
So, look forward to a Magic the Gathering podcast.
Yeah.
You know us, we don't really have a schedule. We'll record it, we'll air it as, is needed. So I think that's all we got for you guys today, more or less.
I do have one quick shout out.
Yes.
Last Sunday, I met my representative for my distributor at the shop, speaking of the shop.
Yeah.
Super nice. She came in. Her name is Tifa.
Is that the post I saw that
Tifa Robot, yes.
that Jamie shared?
She came in, and I'm sitting there and I'm staring.
Mm-hmm.
Because her and my wife pretty much interact the most.
Yeah.
Like, I'll sit there and here's what, ... here's what I need. I need this, I need this, I need this. And then my wife is the one that calls in the order.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they sit there and talk, chit-chat and everything. And she had actually made the trek down to... And it wasn't just my shop. She was going around a lot. But she was telling me a lot of shops, like, had moved or just shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't even bother to tell her.
Jeez.
So she's, like, driving around with her husband and her kid. And she's like, okay, you could have gave me a heads up.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're going out of business. You can cancel our account.
Yeah, type thing. She came in there and... Oh, my God.
Oh, thank God you're still here.
Well, no, we were the last one on her list, and we had been talking only because of the fact that we were out of town on vacation.
Yeah.
So she purposely made us her last one,
Mm-hmm.
and she came in, and what a lovely couple.
Yeah.
So nice. I mean, we talked for quite a while. She came in, took pictures, blah blah blah, this, that, and everything else, and we sat there and talked shop, and it's like, hey, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? And the pros and cons of pretty much, doing a business. But the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm staring at her. And I'm like, my wife's looking at me like, what's going on here? Like, I go, no, I'm not being like creepy or anything. I'm like, I know this girl from somewhere.
Yeah.
I have been following her because she not only is she my representative for my distribution.
Yeah.
She started once upon a time in 2011 the Ladies Planeswalker Society. I'm like, we were sitting there chit-chat. We had talked for, all this while. And finally, she had mentioned that because we were talking about how standard sucks. And, I get no standard in my shop. Players, it's just like, oh, my God. They're pushing... Wizards is pushing standard for Magic players to play, but...
No one's playing it.
They don't want to spend all this money, and then Wizards turns around and bans this and bans that. And we're sitting there and we're chit-chatting and everything. And finally, she mentioned the Ladies Planeswalkers. I'm like, that's where I know you. I follow you on Facebook. I'm like, God, that was driving me nuts. And she's like, oh my God. And we sit there and chit-chat. And we're like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, next time I put in an order, I want a t-shirt. But it was great. Yeah, she put it, she posted a lot of stuff. And she's like, do you mind if I take pictures? I'm like, oh, no, not at all. And then at the end,
Free
she's like,
advertising.
Can we take a picture? I'm like, sure. So I'm taking a picture with her. She posted, that's her thing. Oh, and I should say before we go, it is follow her if you guys are interested, because she has as of now more than 100 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
She started this in 2011.
Yeah.
Basically, it was just like girls' night type thing because there's not enough nerd girls.
Yeah.
Now they help, like, from what I understand, disabled children, new players. I mean, they're doing all sorts of, like, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And totally helping out all across the United States. Over 100 chapters.
Nice.
And she is at, if you want to follow her, it's at MTG Lady Society.
I can put a link down in the description.
Definitely. But I'm sitting there, and she took a lot of the pictures, the shop and everything. And she goes, do you mind if you and I take a pic? I'm like, oh, not at all. Sure. How about we do it outside, right in front of the shop and everything. So we took the pic and everything, and I'm like, oh, God, look at the shirt I'm wearing. I looked at the picture, and I'm like, should say the Incredible Bulk. Like, change the H to a B. But no, she is like super. I mean, she is 8 kinds of awesome. Totally great.
Right on.
Yeah, but what an odd, what a small world.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, guys. If you guys are listening into Magic, follow her.
That reminds me of Comic-Con last year. I ran into a YouTuber I like. I went out for a smoke, and I was like, wait. Hold up.
Is this when I was doing the John Bernthal thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's Freddie Wong from Rocket Jump. Oh, I gotta shake this dude's hand. He's the king of special effects on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling. That's fun. Yeah, exactly. So you know what
And
I'm
I
talking
found out
about.
he's like from Seattle.
Right? It's like, oh my
Like,
god.
oh. Then some other dudes came over and bombed our conversation. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. So you know what I was talking about. But yeah, that was great. Yeah, definitely give her a look. Follow her, like Facebook, Ladies
Yeah.
Planeswalker on Facebook, so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
I'll put a link to her Facebook page down in the description.
Yeah.
Coolio.
All right, man.
So I've also been alerted to the fact that some of you don't know how to subscribe.
No.
There's a big red button on our channel page. You press that big red button, you're subscribed. Once it's no longer red, like it turns grayish, you're subscribed. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon next to it. You get notifications on your phone or computer of when we upload.
Yeah.
Pretty handy dandy.
Hey, I figured it out. Well, with your help and your help again.
I just told them to get out of the way and I did it for them.
I know you did, actually. I'm telling you right now, people, I'm getting a new phone, and no more messaging, no more texting. You put it in the comments. I'm deleting all your numbers.
Just right down below. You go down to that description right below the video, and then farther down below that, comment section. Put what you want to know in there. I'll answer it through the comments, or I'll answer it in a video. Simple as that.
I will answer nothing.
So, thanks for liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. Gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'll remember it by next time. So, thank you guys for watching. And as always,
Have a day.